Hello everyone, welcome back to Medicine Essence. I'm Rika. So today we will learn a basic insulin dose calculations. In our previous class, we have discussed the basic formula of dose calculations of a particular medicines, either they are in tablet form or in suspension form, that is syrup, or in injection form. In today's calculations, we will learn a very small but important topic, that is insulin dose calculations. We will understand the formula first, then the difference between this U40 insulin and U100 insulin syringe, and practice some MCQ so that you never make a dosing mistake in hospital setup. Okay, so let's think you assigned with a patient who is diabetic and taking insulin. Now doctor will order you to give that particular patient this amount of ml or units in the form of ml or units of insulin to that particular patient. So as a nursing officer, it's your moral duty to calculate the dose accurately and give to the patients. So you will measure the dose accurately when you will be knowing the concept of calculating this insulin dose. Understood? So today we will understand how to calculate this insulin dose. Okay, so the basic formula of calculating this insulin dose is that basic formula or rule, universal rule is that dose order, which we discussed in previous class, dose order or doctor's order divided by dose in hand. Okay, dose in hand. So this is the basic formula you should know before calculating this insulin dose or any kind of medications. Okay, this formula is always used when the dose is written in units. Doctor will advise you to give 12 units of insulin to that patient, 30 units of insulin to that patient. So you need to measure how much ml of that particular insulin you will give to the patient. Okay. Now, before calculating this dose, how you should know about the basic difference between this U40 and U100 insulin syringe. Okay. This is U40 insulin and this is U100 insulin. Now, how I know that this is U40 and this is U100? What is the difference? How we are knowing? So here you can see 40 mark is written here. That's why it is U40. And here 100 mark is written or mentioned. That's why it is U100. Now, what is this U means? U means unit. Okay. So here total 1, 2, 3, 4 till 40 mark is mentioned. One mark mention the unit and the total strength of this insulin syringe is 1 ml. So here 1 ml mark as total 40 units. The same thing is mentioning here also, only the basic difference is this syringe also strength is 1 ml. But here 1 ml means 100 unit. Why 100 unit? Because here total 100 mark is there. 1, 2, 3, 4 till 100 mark is mentioned. That's why here 1 ml consists of 40 units, but here 1 ml consists of total 100 units. So before you give insulin dose to a particular patient, you should know which kind of insulin syringe you are using, because these two insulin measurement will give you different results. Why? Because let's think you are taking 20 unit of insulin in U40 syringe. Here also you are taking 20 unit of insulin in U100 syringe. So let's clarify how much strength you are taking. Okay, so 20 unit of insulin in U40 syringe gives you the result of 20 divided by 40, that is 0.5 ml. But here 20 unit of insulin in U100 syringe gives you the result of 0.2 ml. Can you see how I calculated this? So if doctor ordered you give 20 unit of insulin in U40 syringe, okay, doctor advised you. This is doctor advice. So how much ml will you give? How to calculate? Doctor's order, that is 20 units. Doctor's order divided by dose in hand. This is the formula, right? We have learned. So doctor's order 20 unit and dose in hand, which insulin syringe you are using, 40 unit of insulin. Doctor's orders you to give 20 unit of insulin and in your hand 40 units insulin syringe is there. So you will give 40 unit means you know consists of 1 ml. So how much ml of insulin you will give to that particular patient? How to calculate this? So just divide dose advised divided by dose in hand. That means 20 unit doctor has advised and dose in hand is 40 unit syringe. So this is coming 0.5 ml. So if you take 40 unit insulin syringe, you are getting 0.5 ml of insulin. But when doctor order you 20 unit of insulin give to the patients by the help of U100 syringe, so how much ml will you give to the particular patients? So 20 unit, that is doctor's order, divided by dose in hand, that is 100 unit insulin syringe is in your hand. So how it's come 0.2 ml like this. So can you see 20 units here also doctor has advised, here also doctor has advised you 20 unit. But when you are taking 40 unit syringe, your result is coming 0.5 ml. But when you are taking 100 unit insulin syringe, you are getting 0.2 ml. So with the help of two different syringe, you are getting two different answers. So whenever you are giving medications, you are giving insulin to a particular patient, always match the syringe with the insulin strength. Whether doctors told you to use U40 syringe, whether doctor has told you to take U100 syringe. Otherwise, it may create overdose or underdose. Understood? So whenever you are giving insulin to a particular patient, always match the doctor's order with the syringe you will use for. Okay, understood? Now practice some MCQ from this topic. If doctors told you, the MCQ is doctor orders 20 units of U100 insulin, what volume will you draw? This is the MCQ and options are 0.5 ml, option B 0.2 ml, option C 1 ml, option D 2 ml. So how will you calculate this? First of all, dose to be given. Dose to be given, the universal formula I will write it first. Doctor's order divided by dose in hand or dose in stock. This is the universal formula. Now let's calculate this. Doctor's orders, डॉक्टर्स कितना देने के लिए आपको एडवाइस किया? 20 यूनिट्स ऑफ इंसुलिन. सो आई विल राइट इट 20 यूनिट्स. अच्छा, डोज इन हैंड, आपके हाथ में कौन सा सिरिंज अवेलेबल है, आपके स्टॉक में कौन सा सिरिंज अवेलेबल है? दैट इज U100. ओके, सो आई विल राइट इट 100 इन डाउन. सो कितना ml निकल के आ रहा है? 0.2 ml. सो द आंसर विल बी 0.2 ml. लेट्स थिंक डॉक्टर आपको 20 यूनिट्स ऑफ इंसुलिन एडवाइस किया है, लेकिन U100 के जगह पे U40 20 यूनिट्स इन U40 ml ऑफ सिरिंज, U40 ml सिरिंज. सो तब आपको कितना ml पेशेंट को देना है विद द हेल्प ऑफ U40 सिरिंज? देन आपका आंसर आएगा डॉक्टर्स ऑर्डर दैट इज 20 यूनिट डिवाइडेड बाय सिरिंज इन स्टॉक दैट इज U40 40 ml. सो कितना निकल के आ रहा है? 0.5 ml. कैन यू सी? व्हेन यू आर यूजिंग U40 syringe, your answer is coming 0.5 ml. When you are using U100 syringe, your answer is coming 0.2 ml. So before giving insulin to a patient, you need to check which kind of syringe doctor advised you to take. Understood? Now let's solve the second MCQ. Second MCQ is that patient needs 30 units U40 इंसुलिन. ओके, पेशेंट को नीड है 30 यूनिट इंसुलिन U40 इंसुलिन सिरिंज में, ठीक है. बट यू मिस्टेकनली यूज U100 syringe. So this kind of scenario also can come in exam. And आप U100 syringe यूज कर लिया एंड ड्रॉ अप टू 30 मार्क. सो हाउ मेनी यूनिट्स will the patient actually get? Okay, so this kind of questions how will you solve? सो सी स्टेप बाय स्टेप आपको डॉक्टर एडवाइस किया है कि पेशेंट को 30 यूनिट्स इंसुलिन की ज़रूरत है U40 इंसुलिन सिरिंज के द्वारा, मतलब 40 यूनिट्स इंसुलिन सिरिंज के हेल्प से आपको 30 यूनिट इंसुलिन देना है पेशेंट को। सो पेशेंट को ज़रूरत था 30 मार्क ऑफ इंसुलिन, 30 यूनिट्स ऑफ इंसुलिन, 30 units in U40 syringe. Okay, so that means patient needs dose to be given. Dose to be given is equal to doctor's order divided by doctor's order or desired dose, whatever it is, desired dose divided by dose in hand. This is the formula. So according to the formula, according to the doctor's prescriptions, 30 units देना है with the help of U40 syringe. So this is the dose you need to given. So इससे कितना निकल के आ रहा है? That is 0.75 ml. Actually 0.75 ml आपको देना था पेशेंट को. This is the need for this patient. Okay, but आपने mistakenly you didn't check the insulin syringe and instead of taking 40 unit syringe you took U100. That means 100 units का जो insulin syringe है वो आपने mistakenly ले लिया और उससे आप 30 units insulin draw कर लिया. So 30 units insulin in U100 syringe. That means इससे आपने कितना ड्रॉ किया? 30 डिवाइडेड बाय 100. That means 0.3 ml आपने ड्रॉ किया. You drawn in syringe. जबकि पेशेंट को ज़रूरत था 0.75 ml, लेकिन आपने यूज़ किया U100 syringe and you drawn 0.3 ml. That means this is under dose. पेशेंट को जितना ज़रूरत था उससे कम आपने ड्रॉ किया इंसुलिन. पेशेंट को ज़रूरत था 0.75 ml, आपने विद द हेल्प ऑफ रॉन्ग सिरिंज, दैट मीन्स U100 सिरिंज आपने ड्रॉ किया 0.3 ml और पेशेंट को आता उससे कम दे दिया. सो that's why before giving medications you should check which kind of syringe doctor advised you to take and which kind of syringe you are taking. So before giving any insulin dose you need to check the medication dose as well as the syringe you are using for giving the medications. So that's all about this today's sessions. Today we learned the core formula, understood the difference between U40 and U100 syringe and practice how to convert this answer, how to get the answer. Okay, always match this syringe with the insulin strength so that you will avoid the errors, either overdose or underdose. So like this you need to solve the MCQ if MCQ come from this insulin dose calculations. I hope this class is helpful for you all. Thank you.